welcome to the Centurion Corner, and today we are reviewing from Marvel Legends and the new Black Panther wave, the Black Panther. So I'm not going to collect the actual MCU ones. As you know, I'm a retro looking kind of guy for the shelf, and this guy is actually my Black Panther for the shelf here. When he was announced back, I think it was at, oh god, I think it's Comic Con or something like that. It just seems really quick that these guys are coming around, which I'm quite happy with, to be honest with you. Really looking forward to this guy as well. Just that stealth Panther look looks awesome. So at the front here we've got a rendering with the Black Panther down the side. We've got that Atuma kind of builder figure here. We've actually got like a check sheet rather than before we had like a nice sort of grid along here saying which ones come with this. So this guy comes with a leg, comes with a couple more fists up here, got another rendering, a nice comic strip looking kind of Black Panther down the side. So I guess without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. So here he is in his little pack. I'm kind of like getting used to these kind of packs now. It actually feels like I'm opening up these guys from like sort of some cryo sleep or something like that. It just kind of, it feels weird now. It's like, and they're coming out, defrosting into my hand. So we've got the leg, and we've got some extra fists there. We have a look at that when we get into the review itself. But we can take a look at the Black Panther just for our first impressions before going off for his review and putting through his paces and getting him out of his bag. He feels quite thick. Oh yeah, that looks amazing. It looks really cool. It's got like some gloss there on his eyes, really catching the light. And yeah, it looks awesome, to be honest with you. Right, going to go away, take some pictures, put him through his paces and put him in some poses, and we see. Been away, we're taking his pictures, and what can I say about this guy? He is absolutely fantastic. To be honest, I think sometimes when you're not really looking forward to a figure, like I kind of just thought I'll get this guy to go on my retro shelf. I need a Black Panther, brilliant, and I'll be done with it. But get him out of the box, posing him around, great posability, and even though he's a very basic figure, just grey socks, grey gloves, and a black undersuit, oh, it just sticks out. Like, oh, it just looks amazing, especially when you take some photos. I actually thought his eyes glowed in the dark, but we'll come to that as we go through the review here. So he doesn't come with many accessories, obviously. He only comes with like a punching hand, done in the sort of like with those little grooves on there. We've got the hinge, we've got that extra kind of claw thumb there going down, and on this one it's more of an opened hand gestured or clawing mark with those long fingernails on there as well, with all the extra details. I've got one of each that you can see that are displayed here in the figure itself, but where this guy really comes into play is his articulation. So articulation wise, he can go left, he can go right, he can look down, and he can look up that far as well, so you can get really some nice sort of gliding marks coming down as he's flying. He's actually got some swagger in there, which is pretty cool. Arm wise, got full rotation. It's slightly hindered by his cape, but you can get all the way around. He's actually got a butterfly joint in there. Don't expect Spider-Man movability in there, shall I say, but it is nice to have it, to be honest. We've got rotation at the upper arm. He's got a double elbow joint there, which is pinless. It does come right around. Oh, it is a little bit stiff. Let's get it up there so we can actually see. I find actually with these pinless elbows, let's try on the other hand. With the pinless ones, here we go, it's actually a lot more stiffer to move your figure around than the ones we had before. I feel like sometimes you do have to really kind of warm up these figures. So yeah, it's not actually budging at all there, not even moved that one yet. So rotation at the arm, he's got a hinge at the hand. We've got a waist swivel here, and he's got an ab crunch that comes down this far, and he can come back all the way around there as well. He's not hindered by the cape at all. It does move out of the way because it's nice and short, which is pretty cool. The only place he probably gets hindered by it is his collar up here. Legs can come up this far, forward, back, upper thigh rotation. We've got a double knee that comes right around on there. We've got a boot cut at the sock there, and a rocker and a pivot at the ankle. Looking really cool. So where this guy really comes into its play as well is the actual look. And you wouldn't think that because it's such a basic figure, but when it really, I'm just going to show out this sort of detail that really pops out, is his eyes. they're like done in this silver, so even when it gets dark, look at that, they just pop out. It's fantastic. I don't know what the colour is. It's like really nice silver. Never seen this before on any Marvel Legends, and just for that feature alone, just these 2 little pupils, I love it. Look at that. It's brilliant. Absolutely love it. Yeah, but looking at the rest of the figure, it's done in a matte black all the way down. This belt on here is kind of movable. It's like a little soft vinyl, so it doesn't really hinder him at all. And then all the way down to the socks as well, with his little tabby toes and these claw marks on here. But the other good thing as well, we can actually take off his head and then pull this over the top and then down his legs to take off this rope with the robe as well. And we can have a closer look at the robe. So we've got all the nice sort of marks around there. We've got this kind of sort of rope that holds it together, that goes around to the back of his waist, and then also it's a little bit more glossy on the back. But popping his head straight back on, we actually get a kind of a more retro type Black Panther without the cape or anything on there. Or actually, was it more modern? I can't remember. But yeah, again, looking like a really nice figure. Looks great, to be honest. I just think it looks one of the best figures I've had for a long time. And even though, I guess it's like Snake Eyes, wasn't it? When he comes out all black, it's always the more popular. So with that, we can actually bring in a couple of other figures. We can bring in another cat Marvel lady, or person, shall I say, which is Tiger there. And also we can bring in Captain America, so you can see the sort of slight sizes in those as well. We could bring in a Black Series figure, which is Carl Weathers. And yeah, again, all matches up the guys. Looks really cool. Go out and get him. He's $24.99, and I just think he's great. If you do like Black Panther in any particular form, this guy is the nuts. As you can tell, I love him to bits. So don't forget to follow me on Instagram, ding the bell, subscribe. I can't even remember. I can't get my words out because I'm that excited. Follow me on Instagram in the description down below. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.